Welcome to the Las Vegasville podcast, brought to you by Jump Studios, where we cover topics related to everything happening around Sin City, including the social media scene, food, and a whole lot more, with some of the best, most popular accounts around the city, and talk about their success in Vegas and beyond. I'm your host, Philip Zhang, aka Las Vegas Phil. Check me out on IG or TikTok, and feel free to text or leave me a voicemail at 702-551-4445. On with the show. All right, welcome to the super fun Halloween episode of the podcast. I'm here with Heather Collins, aka Radio Heather on social, and we're all dressed up, got some candy, well, maybe candy later, and some props to dive into some fun topics.
My little scary poodle.
Poodle? Yeah, a name for this poodle?
No, I haven't named him yet. I kind of like when Willow names the skeletons.
Okay.
So I'm going to let her name this one.
All right, sounds good, but it's a very good prop. Heather is a self-proclaimed wild child with a sweet side, born and raised in Vegas. At the age of 5, her mother got her hooked on Sublime, Alanis Morissette, Jewel, and of course her favorite band of all time, Matchbox 20, which eventually led her to her main gig as the afternoon DJ for Mix 94.1, where you can catch her from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. on the station and the Odyssey app. She's interviewed so many amazing people over the years, gone to countless shows, and it's literally the dream job for so many people. It wasn't until 2020 where she took her online presence to another level on TikTok, covering Sin City attractions, food, her job, and personal life, which has resonated with so many people on multiple levels. With over 215K on TikTok and 21K on IG with that cute little blue verified check mark is Heather Collins, a.k.a. Radio Heather. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Okay, can I ask a serious question?
Sure.
Okay, I think the verified check mark's cool, but I realize now in this community, it means a lot to all of you.
I'm sure you get that question so many times now. How do you get it? How do you get it, right?
I've told people how to get it.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the secret?
I think people would love to hear this secret.
Okay, so this is what you do. You have to show them that you're a credible person. So that made no sense. So what you could do is make a paragraph and be like, Heather Collins is a radio DJ in Las Vegas, Nevada, and in Portland, Oregon. Link to your picture and your name on this website. Heather Collins did this, this, and this. Heather did this, this, and this. Link, link, link. So different links with your picture and name on them. Has to match your ID. Your name has to be in the bio, and there has to be more than 5 or 6 photos on your main page recently with your face in it. That's all.
So for those that don't know, if you apply for a verification, usually you have to submit what they ask for is the ID.
So what I did was you take a Word document, put the picture of your ID in the Word document, but put that paragraph in there as well.
Okay. All right. And then the links.
The links in the bio.
bio. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Make it real simple.
Interesting.
That's how I did it. You're welcome. This is the best podcast episode yet.
There you go.
Got you your blue check marks.
Now all the blue check marks are going to pop up all over Vegas.
I mean, it is pretty cool, though. I will say this. I feel like having a blue check mark, a lot of bands notice me more. I've gotten a lot of bands to follow me because I have a blue check mark. And your comment goes to the top.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. I'm always the top of Vegas Issues post, which I do like that.
Well, Vegas Issues post comments is a whole other.
Oh, it's a whole other game. So I try to be really clever because I know I'm going to be at the top.
Yep.
And half the time I'm getting 100, 200 likes on it. And I'm like, my work is done.
Shout out to Fabian.
Shout out to Fabian. Had to shout him out. He shouted me out his.
Awesome. So a big thing recently in Vegas has been people buying the verified check mark.
Wait, are people buying verified?
Yeah.
You know what I've also realized? That some people have made their account multiple times so it looks like they're the authentic one. If you type in someone's name, you can see all their names and all the accounts they created.
I've heard this. If you set up fan pages of yourself, people have done this. Yeah,
that's
this is
so
crazy.
much fucking work that I don't have time. I mean, if I got TikTok verified, that'd be hella dope.
Yeah.
But I also had the help from my radio station to get me that. So shout out to my radio station. Go Odyssey. But I understand, it means something. It does. I understand. And I think the biggest problem with the creators out here is no one ever shows their faces on the thumbnails. That's the problem. They're not going to verify a piece of pizza. Sorry.
Right.
You got to show your face.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think Drew and Lindsay do a great job of showing their face.
Yes.
And it's a wonder
Cody.
to me. Cody.
Yeah. But I would love, if I could see anyone get a verification, if I had a verification coupon, I would give it to Vegas Issues.
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to be verified. That would just the creme de la creme of Las Vegas accounts if he was verified.
So he's just going to have to start showing his face, you would think.
Yeah, but at the same time, like he can't.
Right.
But like he's shown his face, but at the same time, it's still a mystery. My favorite party trick is bringing him to an event and be like, "This is Vegas Issues," and watching everyone go, "No way!"
Yeah.
Everyone does it.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me.
He doesn't realize what an enigma he is.
He really doesn't. He's so humble. He is the best person ever.
Yeah.
This whole issue is about how much I love Vegas Issues.
So this
him.
weekend was pretty eventful for you.
Yeah.
You went to LA for the Odyssey event. And
Yes.
then when we were young last night, kind of.
Yes. So I love having weekends like this. I got on a flight at 8 a.m. on Saturday, met up with my friend Michelle at RCA Records. Shout out Michelle. And then we headed on over to the Hollywood Bowl, and it was Halsey, Alanis Morissette, Garbage, One Republic, and Weezer and Tate McRae. And
What a lineup.
I know, and they all played for like 30 minutes each. So they played only the hits. And it's in the Hollywood Bowl. It's raining. It was just so magical. And then I jumped on a flight at 10 a.m., headed back to Vegas to go see All American Rejects at When We Were Young. Which, by the way, When We Were Young Festival, everyone had their doubts. I know the first day got canceled. That's not their fault. But it was well done. Crazy, but well done.
Yeah.
All the emos were there. All the elder emos.
Yeah, it looked like a good scene. And the Saturday was such an interesting thing that happened with all the smaller venues taking in a lot of these bands to do performances.
Don't you
all
feel
over
like there was
town.
like an excitement in the city? Even
pretty
on
amazing.
social media, I could feel it. Like you see little bars and clubs on Fremont Street or on Main Street, like full of people. Like it's just so like magical. I love it.
Yeah, all the people in line waiting at Soul Belly to see the All American Rejects super early in the afternoon was wild.
Well, you should have seen their crowd at the festival. They're like Tyson goes on stage and goes, "Shout out to all the people that missed Avril Lavigne for us," because they were at the exact same time. And I think maybe as a band that's not Avril Lavigne, he's probably like, "Well, fuck."
Yeah.
But the crowd was freaking huge for him. Like it was fantastic. Shout out to that band. I love that band.
That's awesome. How's Radio Life been? Because the last time we talked on the podcast, shows were just kind of starting to come back.
Well, as you can tell, I'm packing the weekends and going to
Yeah.
LA and Vegas. Radio Life has been great and back to normal. I talked to Greg, Greg.Las Vegas about this because we both have full-time careers in not social media. And it's been crazy because I feel like a lot of the time we get distracted with our actual careers. But it's nice to have radio and influencing kind of almost mesh really well together as one. It's a nice little treat, and I feel like all I'm ever doing is having fun. And now that concerts are back, like it's been fun to also mesh you guys with that lifestyle that I had. Like I invited all of you to the Life is Beautiful suite, and like it was cool to see everyone there. And I think it was cool for everyone to be like, "Whoa, Heather's actually like an interviewer and do other things." So like it was just a fun like experience to have like both of them together as one.
I love it. And then if you go on YouTube, which you haven't updated in a while, but there's so many amazing interviews
I know, I'm
of
really
people
bad.
that you've done. And I think that would be an amazing thing if you kept going with that.
You know, the only hard thing about interviews now is a lot of the bands are still kind of worried about COVID. Like they don't really want to do in-person meet and greets and in-person interviews right now.
Oh.
Some of them will, but
Yeah.
some of them are just kind of like, because if they get knocked out with it, that's
The
a
tour
week of
gets
their
all
tour.
fucked up, yeah.
So I feel like within the next year, there'll be more and more of it. But yeah, anytime I can, like those interviews are my favorite thing ever. And now I feel like I've grown up so much that I feel like I could do interviews way better than I did in 2017 and 18. But that Billie Eilish interview is still top
Yeah.
3 in my life.
Yeah, I watched that the other night. It was pretty awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah. You've also been busy with VegasLocal.com.
Oh yeah, well you're a part of it too.
Yeah. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so VegasLocal.com. I was tired of going on TikTok and seeing things and then being like, okay, well, I want to go find this. Where is it? And I wanted it to be a more easier like experience for us as influencers. So I invited Phil, Lindsay, Las Vegas Foodie, Local Livin', and Greg.Las Vegas and myself. And we are the 5 original locals for this page. And what it is we take the content that we're already making and put it in a map form so you can also like dissect it too. You want food, you can keyword food, and then you'll get all of our food posts. Keyword fun, get all of our fun posts. And I think TikTok does a bad job of that, but it's also not made for food creators. It's made for everybody.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make something with Andrew, shout out to Andrew, who, or it was more user friendly for us locals. And at one point, we're going to want to take it to other cities. But as for now, we're working at the kinks. It's taken a long time to get set up because we start to do something, and then all of a sudden we're like, let's change it. Let's change it. But how do you feel about it? What do you think about it as an outsider and seeing it from your perspective?
Yeah, I think it's great. I feel like curated stuff is going to be where everything goes because there's just so many places, so many businesses for people to spend all their time searching, making lists, things like that. And I think having one place that is kind of selected is a cool thing.
So you know what I want to do? Maybe I shouldn't say this on the podcast. Maybe I should say it outside the podcast.
Okay.
But I have an idea because I want to be able to see what all these restaurants are in Vegas. And I want to be able to like, at least one of us go to one of these one of these restaurants because that's the whole thing. There's so many restaurants that none of us have even touched. Like maybe a hole in the wall on, Trop and Fort Apache that we haven't touched, but we never know about it because there's just so many to go to. So I feel like I kind of have an idea of how we can do that. And Vegas Local also has we're going to have hotel deals on there. It's going to be like a place for out-of-towners to feel like a local, but also for Vegas locals to find something new or fun that they haven't experienced yet in town. There's guides on there too, like my 5 best brunches. I know at some point you're going to pick your 5 best places to get lobster.
Yep.
Because you're king.
I think I might be able to find those.
I think you'll be able to find those. I couldn't name 5 places to get lobster. Someone asked me the other day, they're like, where should I go to get lobster? And I was like, to be honest, go to Las Vegas Phil's page because I ain't sitting here eating lobster every day. I'm sitting here eating pizza and ice cream and burgers. So sorry to let you down.
Recently, you mentioned something on your own TikTok that was kind of preventing you from the videos doing well. What was that?
I don't want to give that secret away.
Okay. All right. Let's not give that secret away.
I will say this. The TikToker Jax, you know who she is? The girl who does the piano songs?
Victoria's Secret.
We met up because of radio, and she was like, I was telling her, I was like, yeah, my view's been down. She goes, wait, hand me your phone. She went, and then she's like, here you go. She's like, you had this setting on that prevents you from having an organic feed. And ever since she did that to my account, my videos are back up.
What?
I'll tell you after.
Jax.
I know.
All right.
Everyone's going to go hit up Jax in the DMs now like, Jax, what did you do for Heather? I'm so sorry, Jax. At least I didn't spill the secret. I just said you did it. But I was like, holy fuck. Literally the next day I started posting 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. So I was like, all right, cool. I got 500,000 4 days after that. It was like
Heather's back.
Heather's back on TikTok. I also, you know what?
Interesting.
I did an interview recently for People of Vegas.
I saw that.
Yeah, thanks.
It was good.
Thanks for watching. And I feel like it really takes a mental health on some of us. I know me and Las Vegas Foodie have talked about this. It affects you when your shit's not doing well. You're like, I'm a failure. What am I doing wrong? I'm making the same content. I'm still being the same me. Why aren't people liking it anymore? And you start to break down your own character while doing it. I didn't really get to explain this well on that People of Vegas interview, but I just want everyone to know, stop hating on yourself. Because it's taken me a lot of therapy sessions to stop hating on myself because of social media. And now I just don't fucking care. If it gets 1,000 views, oh well, sorry, whatever restaurant I went to, my bad. But I'm just trying to be more authentic and real on there. Do you know, has Connor Bates hit up on your Instagram or your TikTok yet? His kid with curly hair. He's always going to coffee shops. He's always kind of talking shit on Vegas because he just moved here. Have you seen him yet?
No.
Okay, I'll show you him. He is very raw and open. He's just walking down the street, just messing around. He likes to call Southern Highlands so high. Have you ever heard that?
I like that though.
I don't. It reminds me of New York. And he calls the 15 Interstate 15. I go,
oh, that's weird.
Oh, Connor, we need to work on your verbiage.
Yeah, he'll stop with that.
People will hate on him enough.
Yeah.
But I like the realness. I like the rawness. I think after a while of being so formed and so perfectionist, I feel like it starts to become off fake, and maybe that's why people were getting away from my channel. But there's other people who kill it at that, and so maybe I'm just I don't know. Maybe my followers aren't into it, but other people are. I don't know. But don't hate on yourself. It's okay.
I agree. Because in the grand scheme of things, no one's going to really care if the post tanked.
Yeah, they're still getting exposure.
Yeah.
It just, I feel like we all are in this rat race to stay in our rankings.
Right.
But I will say that blue check mark real helps. I might not have the best views, but I got a blue check mark.
Well, one of the silver linings about kind of the social media slump was that you tried out so many different things.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool to really step out of, what you were used to and kind of throw it up there to see. And I think a lot of people need to take more risks in order to become better at TikTok or social media or whatever.
Do you know what's crazy though? Like when we started TikTok, like it was so easy to go viral
Right.
because no one was making really videos.
Right.
It was so easy.
It's quite saturated now.
It was so easy. Like we would literally post the dumbest video and like 200,000 views. And you're like, all right, I'm killing it at this. So maybe finally it's like now saturated and your shit that was so good a year or two ago ain't as good anymore. So you're like, oh, okay, well, life goes on. Step up my game.
What are your feelings on social media these days? Just overall, like the scene?
I'll say, sorry. I feel like there's too many fucking influencers in Vegas. It's too much. Everyone's trying to do it. And like, we went to an event the other day and I literally did not see any of you guys there. I was just doing a favor and I was there and I was like, who the fuck are all these people? I'm like, who are you? And no hate on them. Everyone's got to get on the hustle. Everyone's got to do what they got to do. But I literally I go to LA or not LA, where did I go? I went to New Jersey and I was doing the same thing. Food in New Jersey. There's no influencers in New Jersey. So why don't you guys go there? Get out of here. Please leave. This is why my videos are tanking. Go away. But like, seriously, like I feel like the Vegas market for influencing is ridiculous now.
Oh, it's blown up for sure.
It's because we make it look so easy. So everyone's like, we can do that. But I think that at the end of the day, like, I think that social media is just supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have fun, go make fun content, relate to people. I've been putting more of my life out there, and I feel like that's kind of the direction I want to go in. Maybe not so much trying to show the coolest stuff in Vegas. Of course, I'm going to still show Vegas stuff. But I just feel like I'm tired of making that kind of content. But other than that, like, mental health-wise, like, social media is good for me right now.
Good.
What about you? What do you think of social media right now?
I mean, I love all the new influx of talent.
Oh, you do?
I think eventually, I mean, all that stuff is going to help. I try to learn stuff all the time. I try to go through my feed and discover new talent and things like that. So I think it's all good to me. I don't know. I would love to have been at that event.
Can I just tell you what I love about Phil? We'll go to dinner and I'll be like, blah, 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 blah. And Phil will be like, very like neutral answer about everything. I love you, Phil.
Very political.
I love you, Phil, but I would love to get Phil drunk and really ask him what he thinks.
Okay, well, we could do that some other time. We have some alcohol here.
Okay, let's start drinking. Phil will tell us the truth. I'm just kidding. No, Phil is a super nice guy. Even like out of filming and stuff like that, you've always been so nice to every single person. We've all said that. Greg and me were talking about the other day, like you and Lindsay have been nothing but welcoming to every single person in this community. And kudos to both of you because I feel like you both are just the genuine human beings.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even thinking about this time last year, there were a lot of creators that we're all friends with. We know that really weren't around.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just kind of the thing. But I get it. It's kind of weird in Vegas, though. It feels like there are way more influencers. You're right. And I think that has a lot to do with how people grew up here. It wasn't, Harvard was not in the plan.
No.
For a lot of people. So I think when I first moved to Vegas, people were saying, Vegas is a great place to make it because you don't need to have an education or any background.
You need big boobs and a social media phone.
And a great personality.
That's why I'm making it. Literally, okay, check this out. My friend just got his American citizenship. And I was like, what do they ask you? And he was like, all right, they ask you, like, what are the rules of the, like, whatever. And I was like, I don't know what it's called. He's like, what was it called? The Bill of Rights or whatever. I was like, oh, didn't know that. He's like, who's our third president? I go, fuck if I know. He goes, who's our second president? I go, I don't know. Lincoln? And he was like, Heather. And I was like, I'm the worst American ever. So, personality has got me very far in life.
So that's why I think if you go to New Jersey and why they're as short of influencers.
Because they're busy working, because they're smart.
They're smarter than everyone else and they have better jobs and they went to school.
So moral of the story, Las Vegas is a bunch of idiots.
If you're a fucking dumbass, come to Vegas. You might be able to make it.
It's not LA. It's not that saturated. Everyone's not trying to be famous musician or movie star. Vegas, we accept dumb people. This is our new slogan for Vegas. We accept dumb people. You'll make it too.
Oh my.
I'm fucking dead. You'll make it too. I want stickers. Vote for Heather.
There's the campaign.
There's my campaign.
right.
If you're dumb,
Right.
and
If you scored a 400 on your SAT.
can I tell you what my graduating GPA was?
What?
1.6.
1.6. How do you graduate with a 1.6? What is that? A D minus?
Come to Vegas. You can be a dumbass too.
I didn't know. Wow.
I didn't give a fuck about school. I hated school.
Wow.
I got an
mean,
A
it's
in
not
theater,
for-
and that's all that matters. That's where the career took me. Got kicked out of college.
You got kicked out of college.
Yeah, I've been thriving. Wow. I stole my friend who was a higher grade than me, his key card for this recording studio because I wanted to record a band because I thought it was badass. And I got caught. So they tried to expel me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, well.
Wild child.
Wild child. See, it's part of my bio.
Yeah. A lot of people may not know this, but you've been doing social media as a side hustle for quite a while now.
Yeah, I'm going to take off this hat.
Okay. It's a little warm.
It's a little warm.
So if you don't, for people listening, Heather's in a pirate suit. I'm wearing like a Dracula coffin one piece.
And now we're over it.
And now
we're
I'm kind of
slowly
over it.
like
Yeah.
being like, oh,
yeah.
it's
It's
hot.
a little warm in here.
They decided to turn on the heater today for the first time at the Jump Force Studios, and they're killing us. So I do it as a side hustle. I know some of you are like really thriving and making this your career, and kudos to you because my little brain can't handle that. Like I can only handle so many clients, and I've also realized that I only pick clients that I creatively like. Like I have
That's important.
Wicked Donuts. I love him so much. I love being in there. I love helping him create donuts. Wait until you see the Thanksgiving box. You're getting one, Phil. It's amazing.
Okay.
I picked up Snow Carnival, which is a really cool event that's coming. It's a indoor actual snow. They have a snowball area, a build a snowman area, a slide made of ice. It's so legit, and it's all real snow. We went and played in it the other day.
Unbelievable.
Fantastic.
Can't wait.
But these are all the things that I like, so I feel like it's easy for me to make content if I like it. So, but I can't do what you guys do. Like, how do you go to some of these restaurants? Except, what's that restaurant? Why am I forgetting the name? The one that you invite us every couple months. What's that restaurant? Partage.
Yeah.
That restaurant I could do for the fact that they always have new food.
Right.
They always are thriving. That place is amazing.
Yeah.
That's the number
really fun
one
account.
place I tell people to go if they're going on a romantic date. It's just so nice and but that is easy to create content for.
But yeah, I think so. But it's because they changed the menu, it's like a new account every
month.
I have to reshoot the entire thing.
I know, but that's
and think
and
about-
at least you don't get bored with it.
Oh no, that's true.
I don't know
That's
how
true.
some of the people do the same content. Oh, shout out to all of you. I can't do that, man. So we do it part time because my little brain can't handle it.
So my advice for people who have run accounts for a very long time is kind of step away from the account and imagine if you got fired.
Okay.
And a new person came in, what kind of ideas would they bring to the table to change up your content? That's
I feel
kinda
like we
how
should do a whole podcast series on how to run accounts and how to get creative again, because I feel like that's the hardest part. When you're in a creative block, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do. You're like, okay, how much more, XYZ can I post? Thank God for Wicked Donuts always coming out with monthly flavored different donuts for me to take pictures of and videos of,
Right.
or I would be bored.
Yeah.
But I give you guys props. That's why I do it part time, because I'm also full time in radio. So we do that part time, and then going out and doing hustling and getting actual paid posts. That's fucking hard, dude. Cody's the queen of it.
Cody has become the queen of it.
Cody's
it's pretty
become
outstanding.
the queen of it.
Yeah.
She
Local
showed-
living.
Yeah, local living. Sorry, and she showed me her package, and I was like, well, can't compete. Take all the business. Can't do it. So I give everyone props. I admire everyone so much on how hard you guys hustle. This is why I do it part time. Come to Vegas. We're done.
Going into the main topic of the episode, Halloween, I couldn't think of anyone better to have on the show than Heather. I don't know anyone else that loves Halloween more than you do.
So I had this whole thing planned for October. I was going to do a different TikTok every day.
Right. I saw the day 3.
Yeah, something tragic happened to my mom like 4 days in. So I could not, she's okay now.
Okay.
But I couldn't keep up with it. And I was so sad because I had the whole list brought out and I was like ready to go. But I love this city around Halloween time. It just like starts to get cold. I feel like so many different bars like thrive and make them like Halloween themed, and there's Halloween cocktails. You go to a restaurant, they've got Halloween cakes and cookies. It just like, it's such a fun time in this city, fall. And I think everyone is so happy because it's not fucking hot anymore.
Yeah, for sure. It should be an official holiday. It seems weird that it isn't.
What?
Yeah, Halloween.
Oh yeah, why isn't it?
I don't know.
And the kids got to go to school that day.
Maybe the religious pagan thing? I don't know.
I think November 1st should be a holiday where we all get off.
the day, yeah.
If we're going to go to school on Halloween, whatever, who cares? But November 1st, off.
I like that.
As governor of this state, come here for dumb people. November 1st, we have off.
Radio Heather
Can
2024.
you guys edit this together so I can make this in my campaign on social media of why we become governor? Sorry, Lombardo. Sorry, Sisolak. I'm coming for you. Candy for everyone.
Right.
Halloween every day.
State days off after the Super Bowl and November 1st. I love it. People will vote for you just on that platform.
Can I just say, why hasn't anyone come in and like done fun shit? Why is there no politician that comes in and is like, free
That's
this,
true.
free that?
Yeah.
Candy here. We're going to have monthly Vegas days where everyone hangs out together on the strip. Like, why are we doing that?
I love it.
Bring
Yeah.
us together as a community.
Yeah.
Go for Heather. In my pirate costume.
What did you do during Halloween as a kid here? How was that? Was it still like a
Fright Dome.
traditional? Oh, Fright Dome. Oh, that's right.
Fright Dome was the jam. When I turned about 15 or 16, I would go to Fright Dome every year with all my friends. There was a lot of like trick-or-treating around the neighborhoods, but you know, now that like it's scary and people are fucking crazy,
Yeah.
I think I really enjoy going to like, we do a thing called Ghost Walk in the district at Green Valley Ranch where we supply all the candy to all the stores and kids go up and down the stores and get candy.
Oh, what a great idea.
And there's tons of candy. Like
Yeah.
these kids are walking away. Always come to me. Again, vote for Heather. Always come to me. I always give the largest handfuls, and I get yelled at every year by my coworkers saying, "What the hell are you doing? We're gonna run out of candy." And I'm like, "No, I'm the happy one that gives everyone candy." But we also have like live performances from different bands that we play on the radio. It's just a really fun event. So I feel like I've always gone to that. Fright Dome, which RIP Fright Dome, like come back, please, Jason, make it happen.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah, it
Yeah.
disappeared.
When
how
they
long ago?
sold Circus, it disappeared.
Oh man.
I know, but now Jason has all these fun escape rooms. He's about to build an escape room, and then he has a Saw and Blair Witch one, which are iconic and fun. But yeah, Halloween in Vegas is kind of weird for kids, but once you become a teenager, I felt like it was a lot of fun. There was always fun stuff. You know, you go Gilchrist and go pumpkin picking.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel
Somehow
like
sneak
it's
into
been
the
very
rich
unique.
neighborhoods and steal all the big candy. Supposedly, Mayweather gives out $100 bills, and I have access to that neighborhood, so I'm about to hit up Mayweather this year.
You just
What up?
need the gate code. That's
I just need
probably the
gate
hardest
code.
thing.
Well, you got to get on the list. Don't worry, I got you guys.
Yeah, it's very unique compared to the other cities I lived in. Boston is very traditional trick or treating.
Jack o' lanterns everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Kids walking up and down the street.
Totally. New York City, you know, they got the
Was there
whole
ever like
parade.
crazy killers though, like in the movies? Or was there like ever like
I think it was
someone that
all-
like was rummaging the streets, killing children or something? No,
Oh no.
because that doesn't happen here. Knock on wood. I mean, I
Jeez.
don't want kids to die, but like I always pictured like back east, there's always like crazy people in the streets, like trying to scare kids and like you know in horror films.
Yeah. I mean, people had some pretty elaborate haunted house setups when you go in and you
Really?
get trick or treating. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
the
what we
fog
don't
machine
have.
and all that. Yeah.
We don't have that.
Yeah.
Because those houses just look old and rickety.
The Salem witches, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Really
Oh
prevalent.
man, I gotta go there.
Yeah. Oh my God, you would love it.
Would I?
Yeah.
I went to Nashville for Halloween. Iconic.
Really?
Iconic. Nashville really does it up for Halloween. Shout out to Nashville.
I do love Nashville.
I'll go there next and try to run for a governor.
You also have one of the coolest bathrooms of all time.
Haunted Mansion bathroom all year long.
Yep.
All year long. We try. We thrive. The Christmas tree is already up. It's black and it's decorated for Halloween. And it stays that way until January.
Phenomenal.
The house looks like a haunted house. Every wall is like black or gray. The floor is black. My banisters are black. The tree is black. I've got black Christmas garland It's all black.
So cool.
Black chandeliers. I'm really just thriving in my little haunted house.
So talking about some of the local events, what are some other favorite local events? I went to Sand Dollar Nightmare on Spring Mountain.
I know, and you
Yeah.
didn't invite me. I get so butthurt when you guys go Halloween stuff and I don't get invited.
So
I'm like,
it's-
no.
So, and the reason why, and I'm just being
okay.
honest, it's a foodie thing, and we're just waiting around for pizzas.
Oh,
So I thought you would be bored.
it's okay. Was there eyeballs on the pizzas?
There were no eyeballs on the pizza, although that
You're
would
really
be nice.
failing, Sand Dollar.
What would
You
be
had
the-
the opportunity.
What would be the best food to look like eyeballs? Lychee?
No, you just get the little candy eyeballs and throw them on the pizza.
Okay.
I mean, you got to take them off before you eat the pizza, but like, how cool would that be if they're just like, you got a pepperoni pizza and there's eyeballs on all the pepperonis?
I like
Come
that.
on. I had this idea to make an ice cream shop that was Halloween themed. Like, I thought that'd be so fun. Like, have like shakes that were like elaborate and like themed to like different horror films.
That is
but-
a cool idea.
Yeah, don't steal it, someone.
Yeah.
If you do, let me come help you because I got
Yeah.
all the ideas. Hey, maybe Drew will partner up and we can turn the ice cream shop, Sorry Not Sorry, into a Halloween theme for a week.
Right.
Let's get on that next year.
Next year. Next year.
We'll start planning now. But yeah, honestly, like, I just feel like I do so much throughout the month. I also love to get out of town and go to like to Disneyland and Horror Nights. So like, I just try to thrive during Halloween and just go do all kinds of stuff, whether it's in town or out of town. But I gotta say, the bars are stepping it up with their drinks and stuff. Even more so for Christmas. Like, how many themed Christmas bars were there last year?
Yeah. And it's going to be even more insane this year. I feel.
Can you even name them all?
No.
Sand Dollar, the one at Resorts World, the hidden one. There's one at South Point, or not South Point, Silverton. They do one. Man, I went to a lot last year. Red Rock,
Oh, yeah.
GVR.
The whole thing.
Yeah, they all do it, and they all do kill it.
Yeah.
They should care about Halloween more.
I think they have. Yeah. Thanks to you. You went to a fun Mad Hatter Tea Party.
That was so fun. Have you done it yet?
No, Ayumi would totally be down to do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
Where was
the
this? Our
best.
house?
Yes, it's at our house. In my TikTok, I try to be mysterious, be like, I can't tell you where it is. It's at our house, and yeah, they do a really good job, and it's really fun because you have to like figure out riddles to get your ingredients for your drink, and like it's a cute and glittery, and it's got dry ice, and it's a really fun event. I wish it was for kids because I feel like kids would really like it. Maybe they'll do like
Oh,
a kid.
it's not.
No, maybe they'll do like a kid version for certain nights, but I honestly like thought it was such a freaking blast. They did such a good job with it. But I guess it's like a traveling thing that happens like in Dallas and other places too.
Such a cool idea. I want to check it out.
Yeah.
Are you into the haunted houses? Do you like being scared?
So it's funny, you asked me for my favorite movies, and I hate being scared. I hate it. Like the jump scares, like, and I'm such a dramatic person. I'll give you a video that we just did with Lionsgate for their movie Pray for the Devil. It looks like a real horror movie. Like they had their actual Lionsgate photographers in there. And it's terrifying. It was terrifying. And I hated every moment of it because I get so easily scared.
Yeah.
So haunted houses, not my friend. The only reason why I would go to Fright Dome is because Jason let me walk through there one time before it was on. So I knew what to expect. If I don't get to walk through it when it's off, I don't want to do it because I don't know what's going to be in there.
Yeah.
But I'll do the ones at Universal because they're so theatrical and they're so well done because they're obviously in a movie lot that they go out above and beyond. But again, terrified. Half the time I'm like this. No.
I can't do it.
You can't do it, right?
No. Eli Roth had one years ago on the Strip in the Harmon Plaza.
Yes. I never went to that one.
I could not get over it.
Wasn't it like a 20 or all year long one?
It only lasted like an hour. It didn't even make Halloween that year.
Oh, it didn't?
Yeah. Yeah, too huge a budget, and they just, I don't know what happened. But I remember.
How tragic.
Yeah, I remember it just freaked me the fuck out. I could not do. And then I heard there's haunted houses where you got to sign a waiver.
Yeah, Freakling Brothers does that. They're 666 house. And like I walked in, they said a couple words to me, and I walked out. I was like, nope, we're not doing
Oh.
this. I literally was like, I'm done. It's
We're
not.
just hurling insults?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
All the words. And they put you in a box
What
by
the hell?
yourself. And I was like, nope, we're not doing this. But if you are one of those people who gets turned on by getting fucked with, there you go.
People probably work there for free to.
You know
be
what?
freaky.
I feel like a lot of
Jesus.
people like to just work at haunted houses.
Yeah.
You get to just be a different person.
Yeah.
It's fun. You get to put makeup on, get to yell at people. It's a good time.
That would be fun. Yeah, giving it out then receiving it sounds way more fun.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a supernatural experience?
Okay, so when my grandfather died, my grandma gave me a cross that when he was dying, he was holding. Like, she's very religious. She's from like Ecuador, like super Catholic. And she had this cross, and when he passed away, he was holding it. She then gave it to me and said, put it by your front door. Grandpa will always protect your house. I swear to freaking God, 2 months after I had that cross in my house, I like saw something on my stairs and I was like, what the fuck was that? And then shit was turning on and off. And I was like, please God, please, please, please be my grandfather, please. But I also have a voodoo doll from New Orleans that has done some really weird shit. And the cross and the voodoo doll are next to each other on this shelf in my house. So I'm hoping they're friends now, knock on wood, because there was some weird shit going on. Like the voodoo doll would like jump off the shelf and I'd put it back up and like in a safer position and it would jump off again. My dog one day fell down the stairs, hit his head on the bottom of the stairs, and I have a camera facing the stairs. Ironically, it always catches him walking down the stairs, but that time it didn't. And it was because I took the voodoo doll out of his cage.
Wait, the voodoo doll has a cage?
Yeah, he has a cage.
Okay. What?
So
okay.
The voodoo doll scares me because he jumps off the shelf. So I found this cage and I put him in this cage and he sits on a swing and I think he's happy. He likes his little cage house. So one day I was like, oh, this bird cage will look really cute in my spare bedroom as a decor. So I took the voodoo doll out, put him on the shelf, put the cage in the spare bedroom. And then that night, my dog fell down the stairs, hit his head, put a hole in the wall, had a seizure, and I caught none of it on camera, which blew my mind because 5 minutes earlier when he walked down the stairs, I did catch it on camera, but I did not catch him falling and doing all these other acrobatic things down my stairs because the voodoo doll came out of the cage. He went back in the cage the next morning.
Don't you think you're tempting fate by putting the cross and the doll like?
But the voodoo doll was supposed to be like to protect your house. They're both supposed to be protecting the house. So I was like, okay, see, I'm very superstitious when it comes to this shit. So I'm like, okay, well, they're both supposed to be protecting the house. So it was like my grandfather pissed at the voodoo doll. Is the voodoo doll pissed at my grandpa? Like, what the fuck is going on here? But they live. Nothing has happened in my house lately. But the voodoo doll and the cross are together and living okay.
Wow.
There's my story. Was that good enough?
Yeah. That's wild. The same house that you've been living in now, that's
Yeah.
when the lights and...
Yeah.
Wow.
TV would turn off out of nowhere. I'd turn it back on. It turned back on again. It turned off again. I was like, okay, shout out to my TV. Just randomly turning on and off. Never did it again. Don't fucking know why. Crazy, right?
Yeah, that is crazy. There's some pretty haunted stuff on the Strip, supposedly. Bally's,
I won't fuck with
Luxor. Vegas Feeds did a great one on Luxor.
Will you
and
go
all
fuck
the
with that?
crazy
Would you
stuff.
go through like an actual haunted house with like Zach Baggins? Will you go to Zach Baggins Museum? Because I won't.
No, I haven't been.
I will not go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zach. No way. No fucking way. Could not catch me dead in that place. I'm afraid I'll get a spirit attached to me. He'll come home and hang out my voodoo doll and they'll both attack me. No.
I heard recently at the Golden Steer, there's a crack in the wall where sometimes like air is blowing out and they say it's the spirits of the
At the
rat
Golden
pack.
Steer where they have steak?
Yeah. Yeah. Someone was telling me, I was there last week and there's like a little crack in the wall and they said sometimes air blows through it randomly and they say it's the spirits of legends
Do
past.
you think like those like Hollywood people that are those like Vegas star people? I don't know. I can't talk right now. Do you think they like come back to Vegas and like haunt us? Do you think like Elvis is just like walking down the strip going,
I think Elvis has got better things to do.
What is
Probably
Elvis
in
doing?
Memphis.
You don't
know.
think he's like, I'm gonna fuck with the Westgate? You don't think so?
Maybe. Possibly.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, bananas and peanut butter start floating. And I don't know. That would be
butter.
that would be funny.
Or like fucking Marilyn Monroe. Didn't she hang out at the Golden Steer?
Yeah, she's got her own booth.
Yeah, she's like just chilling in her booth, eating a lobster, hanging out with Phil, dipping it in butter.
That'd be amazing.
Would you freak?
That'd probably do well on TikTok.
We should try to make that happen.
Get a Ouija board.
We should get
Oh
a
my
Ouija
God.
board and sit in the Golden Steer one night and see if we can like get the Rat Pack to come back. Or Marilyn.
Okay.
Tell Golden Steer let us borrow
All
it.
right. All right.
2 a.m.
I'll work on a pitch.
Okay, we're gonna pitch.
I've
like,
never fucked with a Ouija board.
I
ever.
have.
I'm so
in
scared.
the middle of Mount Charleston.
Of all places, you just choose.
Oh, dude.
Like, oh,
Jason Egan planned this on me. Jason brought us out there with a Ouija board, and he had someone hiding in the bushes far away throwing rocks.
what the fuck?
And I freaked out.
I bet.
I freaked out. Jason is the worst friend to have. Jason one time was like, hey, can you go check on my dogs at my house? And I was like, yeah, for sure, dude. Because I live like next door. And I get there, and he had someone hiding in the house. Just to
That's
fuck
awful.
with me.
That's an I would sell. The
He's
house.
a bad friend.
Jason Egan. So a little background story. You keep mentioning him.
Oh yeah, Jason
that don't
Egan
know.
was the owner of Fright Dome.
Okay.
He also owns the Saw escape room and the he's big on horror. He's the one who did the Lionsgate videos that I just talked about, and he's just a big horror fan, and he's made his career off of making haunted houses and being a part of like horror things. And he is the worst friend to have around Halloween. I stay away from Jason around Halloween
can't
because
imagine.
he's so evil. He put like a dead cat in the road one time. So like I walked down the hallway and there's a dead cat there, but it's like a doll. Yeah. He's got but either way, he'd be like, hey, go check on my dogs. And he's got this bear above his stair with like all bloody with a knife just hanging off the edge. He's got all the original like masks from these horror films, like Halloween. He's got like a real Chucky doll. And I'm like, fuck this place. Like,
Jesus.
you're in there alone trying to feed the dogs and these things are here. And I'm like, no, no, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine like bringing someone home after a Tinder date and.
Welcome to my haunted house.
I think they
My
might
favorite
leave.
thing is showing people my haunted mansion bathroom.
Yeah.
It's
well,
the
that's
best.
amazing. Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Guys love it because they have to stare at me as a zombie while they pee. It's a good time, man. It's a good time.
So let's get into Halloween movies.
Okay.
Heather, can you give me your top 5 Halloween movies of all time, starting with 5?
Oh, starting with 5? Okay.
Yeah.
So I just added one to the list.
Okay.
I went and saw this movie called Pray for the Devil. It's about the first like female exorcist, she does the exorcism. That movie is fantastic. What was really cool is I got to hang out with like one of the actors during the movie, which by the way, sitting next to an actor at their own movie premiere is terrifying.
That must be amazing.
Because you're just like,
Right.
what happens if I don't scream enough? What happens if I don't? But like, it was terrifying. The movie was
really?
terrifying.
Is it part of the Exorcist thing, or is this a separate?
No, I think it's a separate thing,
Okay.
but it was really cool. And like the female lead-in is amazing. Like the story plot line is amazing. So I'm gonna say Pray for the Devil's number 5. Number 4, I really like the new Scream that they made.
Oh, I want to see that.
It's
yeah.
so good because they bring back the original characters, but it was a good plot twist. Like I was like, okay, like I'm here for this. It was scary, gory, but really entertaining. Number 3, I have to say Chucky, like the original Chucky. That movie terrified me as a kid. I fucking hated it. But as an adult, I could appreciate like how it is now. Number 2, I would say It 2. And number 1, I say It 1, the new ones. So It 1, It 2, Chucky, Scream, and then Pray for the Devil.
That's a solid list.
Yeah.
All worth
all
binging.
like iconic ones though. I'm not picking like Joe Schmo's yearly Halloween,
Right.
whatever.
Friday the 13th.
I do want to go see Halloween though with Jamie Lee Curtis, the new one.
Oh, okay.
And I cannot watch the Saws.
I can't watch that. Way too gory.
Way too gory and
Insane.
way too like realistic. Like
Yeah.
you could be trapped.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah. I saw pliers on an Achilles, and I was just like, no, I'm done.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your favorite Halloween movie of all time?
All right. So it's actually the original It.
Okay. fair.
Yeah. I think that still freaks me the fuck out. I actually haven't seen the new ones. I haven't
Okay,
gotten
go
around to
watch the
seeing-
new ones and then
Okay.
we can put commentary at the bottom after you watched it and you can say like thumbs up or something.
Right.
You
But
need to go watch it.
Frankfurter played the original It,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Rocky Horror?
I think so.
Okay. I went with number 5. Mine was Beetlejuice, but I don't know if that's a Halloween movie or
It
a
is.
Christmas movie.
No, it is.
Okay. Scream, the original Scream.
Okay.
I do love Halloween Michael Myers.
Okay.
Poltergeist.
Oh, that is a good one though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That freaked me
fair.
out. Back when we had tube TVs and there was snow in the TV. But favorite doesn't necessarily mean scariest movie.
No, it's just your favorite.
Right.
Like you like the storyline, you like the way that they did it.
Yeah. Because Nightmare on Elm Street still, I can't deal with Freddy
Really?
at all.
See, I haven't watched that one.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that one and I haven't watched the original Halloweens.
Oh,
I'm
my
too
God.
scared.
Yeah.
Like those ones really are scary. Like I like the new ones because they're like kind of like
They have a little fun in it.
they have a little fun in it. Like Scream, the new Scream was like funny, but it was also really scary and gory. So I was like, okay, I'm happy.
What
right.
else? Is Ghostbusters? I guess.
I
that's a
guess
Halloween.
Ghostbusters is, yeah.
Yeah.
But like those are like just iconic, like just Halloween movies. I feel like when I'm thinking like horror films, like I'm definitely going with the Chuckies and the It's. I cannot believe you haven't seen the new It's.
I rarely watch movies.
Don't
these days.
watch the new It's High.
Well, then I'm not going to watch it.
Okay. I watched It High.
Really?
I was screaming the whole time. I was like, this is the worst movie. Ah. The whole time. Andrew's like, okay, calm down. I'm like, this is the worst. I hate it.
Right. All right.
Don't do it.
Maybe I'll put it on.
I'm telling you, if you like it, the
Yeah.
original, you'll like these.
It really freaked me out. Yeah. Okay. I'll watch it.
You gotta try it.
All right. And then going into top Halloween candies of all time,
Reese's peanut butter cups. Come on now.
I agree. Number one.
Number one.
Yeah, I put a poll on IG yesterday because we were at the Raider game and they were giving out candy for free. And I think 80% of the people said
Reese's.
it's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the second?
Mine was, so I'm not into the Sour Patch Kids or the gummies or the
Neither am I.
artificial color stuff. Kit Kat, Twix, Blow Pops were the
How do
only
you
one.
eat a Kit Kat though?
Oh, I break it.
Okay, you just like eat
I
it like.
break, yeah, like one at a time and I just eat it like a Pocky.
Okay, so I take layers of the Kit Kat off. So like you take off the top layer of chocolate.
Like through your,
Yeah, like through your teeth.
like-
yeah, and then
okay.
you like use your teeth to scrape the dust in there. I wish we had a Kit Kat right now. I'd show you what I do.
I know. All right.
I have
know
a
what you're
TikTok.
talking about.
I have a TikTok video where I did it.
People do that with Twix too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but like it just makes it more satisfying to eat.
And then chocolate in the fridge or not in the fridge?
No,
My wife is, any piece of chocolate, she throws in the fridge
but
automatically.
it gets too hard and it's hard to eat.
That's what I was thinking.
Like I kind of want it a little gooey. Oh man, I really want Reese's peanut butter cups now.
I know. It is the best. Blow Pops were my number 4 and Snickers, always dependable, was my number 5.
I would say Snickers is my number 2, then a Kit Kat.
Okay.
Kit Kat, Snickers, Reese's. I don't know if I have. Oh, peanut butter M&Ms. I do love those because I like to smush them before I eat them.
Peanut butter M&Ms or
Yeah.
peanut
No, the peanut butter ones, like the ones
over
that.
Reese's.
No. Like they're number 4 on my list.
Okay.
Peanut, but like not the ones with the peanut, the hard peanut.
Right.
The ones that are like peanut butter in the, like they're just fun to smush, and then you eat them. I eat candy weird.
You smush it first.
You smush it first and then you eat it.
All right. I don't think I've ever had an M&M peanut butter because Reese's Pieces are right there. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Reese's Pieces. I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Not as good though. The peanut butter M&Ms are better. They're full with peanut butter. Man, we gotta talk about candy. We gotta bring some candy in.
Yeah.
Gotta try some candy sometime.
Fuck. I dropped the ball on the candy. I dropped
okay.
on the props. There's
It's okay. I brought this one.
very nice.
My little poodle.
Worst ever. I'm thinking there's a lot of them, but Tootsie Rolls have to be to me.
No.
It's like fucking dried up Chihuahua shit.
Have you ever had the Tootsie Rolls though that are like flavored? Like the
That sounds even worse.
like there's like the vanilla one and the strawberry one. Those are really good. The worst ones for me are dots.
Oh yeah, dots are bad too.
Who eats dots?
Yeah.
I like Dum Dums. Those are good.
Yeah,
Like
Dum Dums are
the
good.
lollipops are good to me. I'm trying to think what else.
Mike and Ike's, I don't get.
Oh, Mike and Ike's I don't get either.
And the older I get, Twizzlers
Oh, I
are
hate
weirder
Twizzlers.
and weirder to me.
People like just love eating Twizzlers at the movies. I'm like, you
Edible
guys-
plastic.
it literally
Right?
is
That's what
edible.
we're fucking eating.
All of those like artificial coloring, gummy bear crap, awful, god awful, not good for you.
Yeah.
They taste like trash. I hate when people go get ice cream at like Yogurtland and they put like shit like that on like gummy bears. I'm like, stop. The gummy bears are gonna get hard in the cold ice cream. What are you doing?
It's a weird texture combo.
Yeah,
in
don't
the
do
mouth.
that. You're
the cold creaminess and then the gummy.
No, we can't do that, guys. No.
Let's talk costumes. What's your take on people wearing stuff like Jeffrey Dahmer?
You know what's so funny? So Kesha just got in trouble for like putting Jeffrey Dahmer in her song. That song is like 13 years old. Like, why didn't you get mad at Kesha back then? Because now Jeffrey Dahmer is a subject of now, so now we're gonna hate on Kesha. I mean, if you want to go as Jeffrey Dahmer, you're a freaking crazy lunatic. People are gonna look at you like you're weird. Go for it. Like, be what you want to be. It's your time to shine. Star
It's
Child.
weird that to glorify a killer.
You don't want to. Yeah, I feel like. Who's your favorite killer of all time? The like actual murderer.
Favorite murder.
Do you have like a favorite murder? I love not Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, because he was a fucking psychopath, and he would make clown drawings, and like they were really creepy. And I kind of paint like him, which kind of creeps me out.
Distant relatives.
What if I did one of those trees and it's like, you're
know,
related
oh
to
my
John Wayne Gacy? I'd be like, no. Do you not have a favorite
that could
killer?
be the next podcast, the 23andMe results show.
Related to John Wayne Gacy. You don't have a favorite killer? Like
I've never thought about it.
Like a story where you're like, wow, that's nuts. No?
I'm sorry. I wish I could think of something witty, but The Hangover is just real, and I can't.
Hangover is real. You're really
I can't
thriving.
think of it.
You're thriving.
My favorite killer. Yeah, I have no idea. Do you watch any of the documentary stuff?
I do and I don't. There was this girl like a couple years ago that like killed her boyfriend, and it was kind of crazy. Like she was obsessed with him and like would stalk him, and like he didn't want to be with her because she wasn't like a Mormon. So then she went to his house and stabbed him a million times. Jodi Arias, that was her name, and her boyfriend was Travis Alexander. And I was like, this story's nuts, and I watched it religiously on news because I was like, whoa, like she's nuts. So like. I watch those. I don't really watch old time ones.
Right.
I just feel like killing people was easier back then, but now like the technology and the camera work and like tracking people on their phones and text messages, you can't do that. Thank God you can't do that.
Thank God.
But back then, like, what do they have to catch people?
Yeah.
You could get away with killing like 15 people because you wouldn't get caught. And then you'd slip one time and you'd be like, okay, I'm caught now.
It's amazing the 80-year-old people that are getting caught now.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. That's wild.
By the way, I'm not trying to glorify this. It's very fucked up what they all did. I'm not saying that I'm proud of them or anything, but like they're crazy ass stories. Like these people are mental. I can't even like hurt my dog. I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. Like, how do you people do these things to people and not have any sort of like guilt or regret or like coldness in your heart? Like, oh God, I'm sick. Ugh, I'm gonna throw up.
Anyways, what's the current most played out costume right now? I think it might be the sexy nurse.
Ooh, we got to think like with the times. I don't even know like what's hot right now.
I mean, Squid Game last year.
Oh yeah, Squid Game was the
thing.
worst. Everyone was in Squid Game.
Right.
Everyone. I don't know. I hate girls who literally just put on a leotard and some sort of ears, like in Mean Girls.
Okay.
Put on bunny ears and a tail, and I hate that. Like, be more like creative. Oh, we get it. You're hot. Okay, but be creative hot. Put a slutty outfit on that's actually creative. So those are my least favorite. And I hate men who dress as like police officers or firemen. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, the doctor.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Get
and
out
they're
of
actually a doctor.
Yeah.
It's even more.
That's even worse. If Charlie dressed as a firefighter for Halloween, I'd be like, Charlie, come on.
Right.
Charlie is local living boyfriend. Be
Yeah.
like, Charlie, we get it. You're a firefighter.
Watch on Monday. He'll be a firefighter.
Yeah. I'll be like, Charlie,
shit.
I made fun of you. 5 days prior, I called it.
So Halloween night, do you have any set plans?
So we do the district at Green Valley Ranch.
Okay.
So I'll be there doing that,
All right.
which is fun. I don't mind it.
Anything afterwards you're thinking?
I don't know. Like, I know the barbershop does like a fun party there, so I might go there, but probably not. I love the barbershop. You know how
Yeah.
much I love the barbershop.
Yeah, you've championed that place.
I've
and
championed that place for so long.
Bruno Mars.
But yeah, that video, shout out to Bruno Mars. 3.5 million views. Hell yeah. Got lots of followers that
Yeah.
day.
I mean, such a cool event. So, and you brought in a lot of our friends to check that
Yeah.
out too, which was awesome.
The little influencer event.
Yeah.
I just want, I try to have influencer events that are like fun. Like, let's all just go have fun.
Life experience.
Life experiences. Like, we're all going to Snow Carnival.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Very cool. All right. We're almost about to wrap up, but we're going to go into 10 questions.
Okay.
Heather, if you could get any costume you wanted this year for Halloween, no matter the cost or how complicated, what would you dress up as?
I wanted to be Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
I wanted to so bad. I felt like this was my year to shine. And I ordered 5 different versions of Poison Ivy, and I hated them all. So we are not Poison Ivy this year. Maybe next year.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I would be Megatron.
Megatron.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
an expensive costume.
Yeah, it would be very expensive.
Very
yeah.
expensive.
Name 3 of your most favorite cocktails in Vegas right now.
Cocktails?
Yeah.
Okay, so
places.
Cosmo, shout out to Cosmo. All of a sudden, they're like thriving. They had this one drink. that was like a bird with a pina colada in it.
Yep. I remember that.
Has to be one.
Yeah.
Barbershop does a drink where it's a ice cube that is shaped like a guitar, and there's a guitar pick in the side.
What?
Have you not seen this?
No, I don't know. I don't even remember that. Okay.
Okay,
Look at it again.
that's 2.
Yeah.
3. My friend Drinks by Joel, if he was still working, I'd be like, Red Rock has amazing drinks. But I'd have to say Barbershop again, they have a drink that's in a flask. So when you order it, you get a full glass, but you also get what's remaining in the flask. So it's like buy two drinks, get for the one price.
I like that.
It's
Good
really
value.
Good value.
Good presentation.
You get to keep the flask.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to check that.
Shout out Barbershop again.
You've become a witch and can cast one spell.
Oh.
What would your spell do?
Do you want
I mean,
the
it can
first
be-
one to my mind, or do you want
You
me
can
to
say
make one up?
anything you want.
Never mind.
All right. You want a PC one? Yeah, you're running for governor. So,
I'm running for governor.
You gotta.
Vote for Heather. I'd win governor. The first one I thought of was like, make him never treat me like shit again. But like make him like be obsessed with me. I think that would be my one cast.
A Heather obsession.
A Heather obsession. Just be obsessed.
What's your favorite Halloween costume of all time that you've worn?
You know what? I gotta be honest. Oh, I do know. So one year I wanted a black and white clown where I was fully, like my hands were painted white. I had white gloves, I had boots, I had stockings. I completely painted my face white and black. I had a white wig. I even had black and white contacts. And I just went around and just stood there at places with a black balloon and I just stood there.
That must have been freaky as fuck.
And I
That's
did my
really
own
cool.
makeup and I was really fucking proud of it. Well, pop a picture right here. Boop. I'll send that picture to you guys. So you can pop it right there. Boop.
Favorite Halloween song ever?
First one that came in mind was Monster Mash.
Classic.
Yeah, it just puts you in the mood.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, it's Halloween. Monster Mash.
What's your go-to lunch these days?
Lunch,
Yeah.
Flower Child.
Oh.
The Mother Earth Bowl with shrimp. And the chocolate chip cookie and an Arnold Palmer. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Flower Child is great.
No one ever talks about Flower Child because we don't want people to go there.
It's true. But it's always a mob scene.
Don't fucking
Right?
go there. It's awful. Don't go there.
In your opinion, how many years does a costume have before it should be retired? I've been wearing this one for probably...
I mean, we talked
15
about this.
years.
I had this one for 10 years.
Yeah.
I love it. It's
So
so
no.
cute. So never. They don't
Never.
retire.
Okay.
This is going to be vintage one day. These are both going to be vintage, and we're going to be like, fuck yeah, we still have them.
Yeah,
We look dope.
For
Because they're
real.
20 years old.
for real. And then if I turn around, I look like a big chocolate bar.
I must say, though, the fact that I could still fit this costume 10 years later makes me feel like, okay, I'm not getting fat.
Is there an artist that you haven't seen live that you're still dying to? With all the shows that you've
No,
seen.
I finally completed it.
You completed. What was the last?
The last one was Billie Eilish. I wanted to see Billie Eilish. There's artists that I've never met that I want to meet. Like, I almost had a chance to meet Alanis the other night. But Alanis would be dope.
To interview.
Just like to meet.
Okay.
She's like one of the last ones I want to meet. I'm very spoiled when it comes to music. So if I could
incredible.
be dead, I would love to see the Beatles. I would
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, I've seen them all,
Okay.
which is terrible, I know.
You can request one song that the whole world will hear the instant wherever they are. Name that song, Heather.
Where are we at, though? The instant they're where?
So anywhere anyone's at, if they're listening on, if they're sitting here, it'll come through a speaker
Oh.
magically.
I just have to- I have to force it upon them?
You force the song upon them.
This is what we're going to do. My most listened to song.
Oh, I would like to know what that is.
Fuck. My most listened to song is Black Bear. It's called GFY.
GFY.
Hang on, wait, it gets good. That's my number one song right now.
So people in Nigeria will just be listening to Go Fuck
fuck
Yourself.
yourself.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself. That's my number one song right now. I was in a real mood there for a hot second. Real hot mood.
I love
fuck
it.
yourself.
I love it. That about wraps it up.
Vote for me.
A high note. Yeah, vote for Heather when she starts
governor.
running for governor or
I'll give you free
anything.
candy. We'll have events on the strip every once a month. What else can we do, Phil?
there's a lot. There's a lot. Parades,
There'll be parades,
anything. Random parades.
for
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
We'll
like it.
become more as a community.
Yeah. My wife would want to ban cream cheese from all sushi.
What?
Yeah.
I love cream cheese at sushi. Don't tell me that.
It's not sushi
We will
anymore.
not ban
It is
cream
not
cheese from
sushi anymore.
We will not ban cream cheese
Put
from
it
sushi
on a
if Heather becomes
bagel.
governor.
Put it on a bagel, not in sushi.
It belongs in sushi. You know,
Ugh.
we've had this talk. Feels like if you eat California rolls, what was it, like you're a sham?
Yeah, whatever. Something like that.
I love a good California roll. Sorry, Phil.
The imitation
Sorry.
crab. What is even imitation crab?
Oh, Phil.
It's a fish hot dog.
Phil, can we do a podcast episode where we go eat sushi together and you have to pick my rolls and I have to pick yours?
I love this idea.
Can we go do that
Yeah,
one day?
maybe. I have to eat your rolls.
I will pick you
I might
two rolls.
vomit on the podcast.
I will pick 2 rolls for you and you pick 2 rolls for me. You can pick the place, but I pick 2, you pick 2.
Oh, okay. So maybe they won't have cream cheese.
Okay, well, you can pick the place, but I get to pick 2 rolls for you and you can pick 2 rolls for me.
Okay.
Deal?
All right.
Perfect.
Jeez.
Cream cheese it is.
I was at Kame the other day, and Phil Ivey, who's a famous poker player, his girlfriend asked Chef Eric to make her a Philly roll. Never happened before, and because he's such a VIP, they made it for her. I mean,
You remember Chef John over at Soho?
yeah,
I love Chef John.
amazing dude.
He was an amazing dude and made bomb-ass sushi rolls.
Yeah.
Chef Tay, Chef Aaron, all fantastic. You know they sold that?
I did.
Not as good.
Interesting. I haven't been since.
Fucking awful. Don't go.
Shit.
Sorry.
All right. Well, there's
We're ending it on a really sad note. Vote for me.
Don't go to Soho.
I will make Soho good again.
Guys, follow Heather at Radio Heather on all channels. This was a treat
Because it's Halloween.
because it's Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, go see it. See ya.
See ya.
Thanks for tuning in to the Las Vegasville podcast. For more information about me and where I've been dining recently, check out my IG and TikTok at Las Vegas Phil. Feel free to text or leave me a voicemail about anything you want, 702-551-4445. Stay tuned as a new episode of the show debuts every Monday morning.